guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kate Mbote and I'm your favorite young life coach. And guys, I want us to discuss about how to know that the relationship is not gonna last. Most of the time, we find that at the beginning of a relationship, things are so good, things are so cool. Like, we tend not to identify the red flags within that relationship. So you find like you're so happy, you're so into each other, like all those red flags, all the incompatibility get to pass you by without knowing, because you're so much into that person. And so for you to know that it's not gonna last, you can check some of these signs. For example, one of the things that connects you is a romantic thing, like just a fling, or just the physical intimacy, or you just so much into this person, like, oh, this person is hot, this person got some money, or this person has this and that. For you to live with a person, you know, the spark, that spark that is always in the beginning of a relationship, get to some point and it gets to end. And so for it to last, you have to find a common ground on some compatibility. Like, you have to have some values which you guys have that are the same. Like, you have to have the same values at some point, or things that you like, the both of you. For example, let's talk about something like wealth or family, or you have the same dream in life, like building a family, you know, catching some money together or something. You have to share moments, go out together, have the things that you commonly do with each other for you to actually be together. And the other thing you have to check is, do you spend most of your time with your partner? Like, do you only exist in each other worlds? Like, you don't spend time with your friends, you don't go out by yourself, you don't have time by yourself. What happens within, when you spend so much time with someone, you find that you get to lose yourself. Like, you stop being who you're supposed to be and start getting in a common ground of each other, whereby you don't have life outside that relationship. So that means that there's no growth, there's no expansion within you yourself, because you're spending so much time with this person that you do not think, or you do not have time by yourself to evaluate yourself and have time for personal growth. This means having time with friends, spending more time with your family and other people, and also spending time by yourself, so that you get to know yourself better and get to understand yourself and your partner better. That means that you're getting to grow you by yourself, and also growth with your partner. And the other thing you can check in a relationship is, are you trying to be controlled by that person? For example, this person is like, you're not nice, or for example, let's say that person is trying to form some perspective. Like, when you're around that person, they're trying to control you so much that you can't be by yourself. Like, for example, they don't like the way you talk, they don't like the way you act, they don't like the way you dress. For example, at the beginning of a relationship, you dress so nicely, just to, you know, catch that attention and keep that thing flowing. But with time, there has to be blending things like friendship, love, the moment you share memories, things like, you know, getting money together, or there's certain dreams, maybe starting a job. There are certain things that has to keep you, the both of you, together. It's not just you dressing nicely and just the physical attraction alone. There has to be other things that comes in this relationship that has to blend you together. So if you find someone is trying to control you, like they don't like the way you dress, the way you talk, anything, like they're trying so much to change you, they're controlling where are you going, who are you with, there's that controlling aspect. That means if someone is trying to control you so much, then you do not trust each other. For you to grow with each other, there has to be trust. If you want to know a relationship that is not gonna last, is trust. It's so key that you find that most of the time in this relationship, They do not trust you around their friends. They do not trust you where you're going. They do not trust anything that you're actually doing. So that means you're going to have a lot of issues coming up. The constant fight. If you want to know that a relationship is still not gonna last, there has to be those those fights that are there, the constant fights. That means that there is no peace, there is no growth, because you're stuck at the same place. Or when you try to move from this aspect to another, you find there is this fight, another one coming in, and so it's tiring for both of you. It's tiring for you, and that means you do not even want to spend time with this person. You find that you're trying so hard to avoid this person, or you're trying so much not to communicate because it's going to bring up an issue. So if you find that there is no trust issues, then that means the other thing that is going to come up is so many fights. And you fighting with a person at the beginning of a relationship should guarantee you that you are not compatible with each other. It's gonna tire you both. Why spend most of your time fighting with someone when you could just spend your time having fun with yourself? And the other thing that is key, we say that I say about someone controlling you, checking how you are, checking what uh is that person comfortable with who you are. That means if they're trying to control how you talk, how you dress, every narrative, means they are not comfortable with who you are exactly. The things you carry, the values, everything you believe in. If you come up with something, that means for them it's wrong. So what happens is you are not yourself in that relationship. And what happens in the other side is they are not in love with the person who you are, the person you are. So they want a certain perspective of a person, and it's not you. There is someone they're trying to create out of you. Are you comfortable with that? That means you cannot be yourself in that relationship. So if you're not comfortable in that relationship, you should probably know that at some point they're not gonna be comfortable with you. They're gonna try to control you, and that is when the relationship starts to turn toxic with those trust issues, and then coming in to another thing, which is someone controlling you, trying to change you who you are. It's gonna be so much toxic. Just when you're getting yourself ready into the path of toxicity, and you're not gonna be in the path of self growth. Because when you're around someone, you have to be blooming in yourself so that you can get to know the better you, get to know what you can do, your capabilities, without having to hide who you are, because you're gonna try to spend so much time trying to hide who you are that you're not gonna learn new things about yourself. And the other thing is you need to check around someone is when you get into this relationship, how do they treat other people, their friends, anyone around them? That is, they can be so nice to you and so rude to other people. They can just be getting, putting on a show just to attract you, but that is not who they are actually. So that means that with time, their true self is gonna come out at some point. Are they abusive? Are they rude to other? They're gonna be rude to you at some point. They're just putting this kind of show on, just to attract you and to get to be with you at that certain point. But it's gonna get tired, and they're gonna portray their true self. So check how they treat other people, their family, their friends, and also if you're in a relationship with someone and you do not like their friends, most of the time just know that you know people who the person who you are with, you can say so much about them with the friends they are with. So if you do not like their friends, there might be some characteristic of that person you're not gonna like, and so you're gonna get tired at some point. And so if you're seeing this kind of signs in that relationship, it's time for you to actually think that that is not the relationship you want, and that relationship may not be able to last. And so guys, do not forget to subscribe and like the video, and like the video, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on my next video. And thank you for watching.